So I was out of the country at the time that Robert drowned, so I have no firsthand knowledge, but my understanding is that there was a big picnic going on at the house. We had 5 adults and I don't know how many children at the house on that day. Robert and his brothers had been playing in the stream behind our house, which is about 6 inches deep. They had come in and my mother-in-law was preparing a picnic lunch on the back deck. The kids were wet and cold, so she sent them down the hall to take a shower, warm up, get in dry clothes. That was the last time she saw Robert. Was heading down the hall with his brother to go get in the shower, or what she thought was to go get in the shower. About 20 minutes later, they gathered for lunch, and Robert wasn't there. And my mother-in-law asked, "Where's Robert?" And everybody kind of shrugged their shoulders and said, "I don't know." And she said, "Well, he went to the shower with you." And my other son said, "No, he didn't go to the shower with me." So then everybody started looking. My grandmother-in-law said somebody ought to check that pond. We have a stock pond on our property that we didn't even know Robert knew about. Typically is fenced, but we had had some flooding damage the previous season that had taken the fence out. And so my youngest daughter ran up there and Robert was floating in the pond. She recovered him from the pond. My oldest son carried him down to the front yard. My oldest daughter began CPR on him. My oldest son ran across the street where my parents live. And I got my mother, who's an advanced practice nurse. She came down and continued CPR. The call went out, the 911 call went out as a drowned baby, that there was no life. It was a report call. One of the local policemen just happened to read the call notes and realized it was an in progress. So he started the ambulance. He came in, took over CPR. He'd been a medic in the Army. The ambulance got there, basically spent 45 minutes trying to get a heartbeat in the front yard. Finally said they got a heartbeat, loaded him in the ambulance, took off for the hospital, apparently lost the heartbeat again in the ambulance on the way. Presented at the emergency room with no heartbeat, no breathing, was resuscitated in the emergency room and then transferred to the pediatric intensive care unit.